Hey guys, so when I first got my dreadlocks there were a lot of things that I would have loved if someone would have told me. I did some beginner mistakes and I just thought it would be nice if I could make a video that could help some of you that are getting dreadlocks for the first time and that might not know a lot about them. So some people are going to tell you there is a specific shampoo you have to use, or some people are going to tell you that you shouldn't wash your hair at all in the baby stage of your dreadlocks. There's a lot of things and it's really confusing in the beginning, so today I wanted to give you my advice and my opinion on the situation and hopefully tell you about all of the things you need to be aware of in the beginning of your dreadlock process. So let's do it. If you still don't have dreadlocks, I just wanted to tell you this part. If you're getting your dreadlocks done in a shop professionally, you might not be able to sleep on your head for a couple of days in the beginning. And this is simply because the dreadlock will be done very close to your scalp and it's gonna hurt in the beginning. When I got my dreadlocks done in a shop, I had them started in a shop, the women in there told me that they have had guys asking them to stop in the middle of getting the dreadlocks done because it hurt too much. And I just wanted to let you know about that. But my advice here is that if you have completely new dreadlocks and they hurt a bit, I bought this spray. I'm gonna go pick it up. I bought this spray in the beginning of my dreadlock journey and it is a cooling moisturizing spray. It is made for an itchy scalp and dry locks, and it has been so helpful for me in the beginning. I think in the first month or so my scalp was like really irritated and this just helped a lot. My dreadlocks are now 3 years old and there's still so much left in this bottle, so it is not a waste of money. I really don't think so. The next tip from me to you is to do palm rolling. It is pretty much just grabbing one of your dreadlocks, put it between your hands and then push and roll them like this. It is a really nice way to get your dreadlocks to stay round and have like a nice shape. A lot of people are gonna like ask about bumps and stuff in your dreadlocks. That's gonna happen while they're young for like a lot of people, and this can be really helpful to that as well. So palm rolling is number 2. So number 3, in the beginning of your dread journey it is like more important that your shampoo is as natural as it can be and without a lot of crap in it, because your dreadlocks will still be really young. They won't be as compact as they're gonna be when they grow older, and therefore there's a lot of things that can get like captured inside of them. So it is actually more important in the beginning of your dreadlock journey than it is when they mature and get like really compact. Some people are gonna say that you should use like a real dreadlock shampoo made for dreadlocks. If you feel like you should do that, you can of course do it. I think I've been using a dreadlock shampoo for like a maximum of 5 months out of the 3 years I've had dreadlocks. So I haven't found it to be necessary, but if you want to be completely safe, you can go buy dreadlock products. There's a lot of companies that are like making dreadlock products. But you can also just use a really natural shampoo. That is what I've been doing. Number 4 is that some people are gonna tell you that you shouldn't wash your dreadlocks in like the first month or something. And I just think that's so crazy. Like I wash my dreadlocks, I don't know, every day for the first week or something. I don't know, like I washed them so much the first week because they were so tight to my scalp and they hurt, and it just felt like it was calming to take a shower. But really you shouldn't be so worried. You shouldn't be so worried. Of course there might be a little bit more maintenance to do if you wash your hair a lot in the beginning, but you should do that if your hair is getting greasy or if you just feel like a shower would like calm your scalp. I think people that are going out telling other people that is just crazy. I don't know about neglected, if you choose the neglected method, if it has something to do with that, but I don't think anyone should ever go a month without washing their hair, if it's like greasy and disgusting. So do whatever you want to do and don't worry too much about it. Number 5, if you want to decorate your dreadlocks with yarn and beads and stuff, I think a lot of people really want to do that with dreadlocks because it's one thing that's really cool about them, that you can decorate them in a lot of different ways. But just be aware of how the yarn is doing like in your hair, because when you're in the baby stage, your dreadlock's gonna change like a lot, and you wouldn't want your dreadlock to grow and like to mature around some yarn so that in the end it's gonna get stuck into a dreadlock. So, but you shouldn't worry too much either. I'm just saying that every time you've been taking a shower, just take a look at your hair, take a look at the yarn and see how it's doing. Also make sure not to keep your dreadlocks too wet for a long period of time. I normally blow dry my dreadlocks after I've washed them, but just make sure that the yarn and having your dreadlocks wet for a long time won't cause any problems. So like my advice is to blow dry them, and just keep an eye on them. It's really not that difficult, it's just keep an eye on them. Number 6 is really important. It's something I would have loved to know back when I got my dreadlocks, and that is to pull your dreadlocks apart once in a while, and I would say in the beginning after every shower, because otherwise you're gonna get Congo dreadlocks. Congo dreadlocks are dreadlocks that have decided to live life together instead of apart. And I have had about 3 Congo dreadlocks with 3 dreadlocks in each. That means 9 dreadlocks that have turned into 3. And that is really heavy for your scalp, and if it wasn't your intention to get like really thick dreadlocks, just be aware of this. And it is really something we can struggle with in the beginning, but when your dreadlocks have matured, they're not gonna do that in the same way anymore. Like my dreadlocks are 3 years now and they haven't done it in a long time. Number 7, if you want to help your dreadlocks process and help your dreadlocks mature faster, then it is a good idea to have either a crochet needle or back comber. I'm getting so much hate from those words because I don't pronounce them the right way. I'm sorry guys. But yeah, they are both 2 great tools if you want to help the process go a bit faster. You can also just leave them to do whatever is gonna happen afterwards and let them like freeform in some way. Yeah, it is up to you. And the last one, number 8, is just don't worry too much. I think there's been so many people over the time I've had dreadlocks that have been so worried about every single thing you could possibly do about dreadlocks. Like, it is different opinions on shampoos, it's different opinions on deep cleanses, it's different opinions about how often you should wash your hair and coloring your hair and bleaching your hair, and it's like everything. There are so many people that are concerned or like warning you about different things, and really just make it your thing. Like, test some things, do some things on your own, and you will see how it's gonna affect your dreadlocks. Like, a lot of people are gonna say that you shouldn't wash your hair as often as I do. I wash my hair like 2 to 3 times a week. My dreadlocks are fine. I just remember to blow dry them so that they're not like wet for a long period of time. And it's like, just don't worry too much. People make dreadlocks sound a lot more difficult than it really is. So just do your thing and you will figure out what works for you. But I think that was all of my advices for you. I really hope it was helpful. I really hope I managed to help someone, because when I first got my dreadlocks I felt so confused, and I just wanted to see if I could help some of you. If you have dreadlocks as well and there's something I should have mentioned, then please leave them in the comments below. There can be something I've forgotten about, or something you think people with new dreadlocks should be aware of. So please leave them, please leave them in the comments below, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye guys!